Hello, my name is Swissbianco. Usually I make videos about products that work pretty well for me. Only few videos are like this one that is about products that unfortunately did not work too well for me. So many years, I would say at least 2 or 3, it's quite likely more 3 years ago, Gerber did bring out a brand new machete. That was this one here, and I liked it from start because it had some of the features that I think it's rather unique with the saw back, and the saw works pretty good because the cross hatch is bended a bit outward, so it's a bit free floating. So that was pretty good features. I like the hole, so we can hang the machete even without the sheet on the wall. The feeling to the grip here is really nice. This is the second generation grip. The first generation grip was straight here and straight here, so that was pretty soon changed into this configuration, that the people, as they use the machete, that they don't slip forward and cut themselves. I never had any problem, but that was a feature that was changed pretty fast. And actually, yes, we see it here how it was back then. You already see that part is broken. That's I gonna explain later. So we see that part here, and below was different, was just straight. So good and well, and it was rubberized, nice gator finish, really nice handle, good lanyard hole and all, and the sheet. That one is the original sheet. It did hold up pretty well too. No problem with that. Really nice packaging and all. And don't get me wrong, I have a good number of Gerber products, and they are nice people. I meet them all the time at the shows and check out what is new. Really good products, but this one is an absolute fail. Really bad, and how it looks is still going on that bad, but that's something that I'm gonna explain later. So the first one I did test it out, tested again, and it did work out pretty well for a long time until last summer, as I did chop down some smaller trees, bushes and other stuff, and nothing serious, and I did just use it as I always do in USA, no problem. And then a bit of tree was already on the ground, and I did try to chop off just the branches, little branches, just with a couple swings. Nothing too hard, nothing too serious at all, and all in a sudden the thing breaks off, and the blade did fly off as well. So basically, as we see here, the handle broke just apart, completely apart. So I could not believe it. I did think the tang of the blade goes way more in the handle, but no, it just broke off. And the blade did fly off. I had really good luck that it did not hit me, because that was in the North Georgia mountains, and yeah, I could have been in trouble. So the blade fly off, the handle fly off, the other part of the handle, of course, I had in my hand still. The rest did fly off, break apart and go off, and then after a while I found it again and look at it, and yeah, it's a complete mess. It's an absolute dangerous product. It's completely messed up. There is no other way to say that. So as we look, we have the screws here. The screws, that basically comes here. and we see where the tang was. We see how much the tang goes into the handle, and it basically right there by the let me turn it around like this. We see right there where the tang stop, it did break completely off. Completely off. And I'm really happy I did not swing the thing as I did before or with other machete. It just broke off. But that is a complete bad product with such a short tang in a machete. You should have a full tang, or at least 3/4 of the handle. If we look, that should be go at least until here minimum. That is never gonna work, because this is a tool and serious use and all, and they advertising it as that, but that's not gonna work. Then I did switch to my other machete. As I came first time to USA, I did buy a cold steel machete. You can say whatever you want about cold steel, but the South African made machete, they work. They have a full tang, they work, they are inexpensive, and I have by now, I would say, about 7 or 8 of them, different shapes, and they just work. For little money, they work. They don't have the sawback and all the fancy sheets and all that, or the rubberized handle kind of stuff, but they just work. So always as I go, I have spare backup gear, and in this case it came handy. So even after many time testing out the Gerber machete, it did completely fail. So I switched to the cold steel and finished my work that day. Happy that I did not get bleeding by a hit by a flying off blade or something like that. So I did ask the customer service from Gerber about it. Really nice people. That is not the problem. And they say, yeah, send at least parts of it back, and then we replace it. No problem. They have a great warranty. And I did already ask, yes, but you know the problem, because as I looked up the internet, I found some other people telling the same story. Unfortunately, I did not see that pre-or that fail, that complete fail of that Gerber machete, and they did not answer me that I understood what if they or not, or how or what. So all in a sudden the new machete came with the new sheet. They did change the logo a bit on the thing, right, that I saw, and I did know the grip is updated, this kind of grip that I did know, but I did not know how the tang looks. So I was curious about the tang section over here, how that's gonna be long now, or what, that it lasts or not, or do I use that again, and then in the worst case it fails me again, and then it hit me in the leg and I bleed to death in the North Georgia mountains with the really good luck I have usually, or what. So I'm sorry, I get a bit mad, because yeah, it's my blood. So I took the thing apart. Be careful as you take it apart. It's screws, Allen head. So that is easy to take it apart. I just stuck them back in that I don't lose them, to see how the tang section gonna be. Now we have here the old one we see with the old logo, and it's really the blade and all is still pretty good. It's no trouble at all, and not misused, and nothing done with it especially. And then we have the brand new one. It still has the tip protection on it. I did not use it, I just overlay it. Now we see here the holes are still the same, the tang is still the same, just instead of a slot they have now a hole. And let's make that correct. I remove the blade protector and put the holes over it. The hole here quite likely is the point that counts. So we see actually the tang got shorter. So yeah, isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Actually the tang even got, yeah, I would say about 3 millimeters shorter. That's absolutely amazing. So the tang did not get longer that it is working. No, it actually got shorter. But the saw blade got shorter as well, huh? The saw blade we see on the new one that got shorter is over an inch, I would say, is shorter. So actually you end up with a shorter saw and even less durability than before. So yeah, I'm really disappointed with Gerber about selling and advertising such a product. I still see the machete all over the place for sale as a hard use tool, but I'm sorry to say it's completely fail. It's a complete fail, and it's not gonna work because I did not misuse the tool. And I did use it for a good while, and it did last, and then all in a sudden it breaks. And there was nothing special about it, like the cold steel and some other machetes I have in USA. I just some of them storage in my car, in my trunk, so in the summer is hot and in the winter is cold. And if that already made the plastic in China here too brittle, I'm sorry to say it's still not gonna work, because the cold steel one has the same treatment, nothing special. I just resharpen them and put them back and finish. So yeah, it's absolute poor. So if you think about buying a machete, be careful. The Gerber one may break in the worst situation as you need it most, and if it doesn't hit you like myself had good luck, then it's good, but if it hits you, then good night. So yeah, that's a complete failure to the Gerber people, and yeah, it's not gonna work. So what I gonna do with those blades, because I like the design, I like the saw, I like the sheets. What I gonna do as a knife maker, I gonna weld on full tang extensions. The welding process gonna be that way that the blade, the temper is not gonna get overheated. I gonna weld on a full tang, and then I gonna add wood. I have to look what I have, either wood or some kind of micarta grips. I think about a strong wood, because for me that is a tool that is then at the end gonna covered up with a paracord wrap. So that I want to try out to use some base material, whatever I find, and then I gonna wrap it with paracord. So that's gonna give me a good grip, and a bit yeah, because the inner strings on the paracord, that's gonna dampen the handling a bit. So if I swing the machete, it's gonna not fully impact into my hand. So that's what I gonna do, and then I gonna test them and try them out. But as that is then welded on and grinded and all that, then that should last pretty well, because I know how I weld. That's gonna work for sure. 100 times better than this garbage here. That's absolute bad. So I hope the Gerber people see that video and take the advice, because there is already a couple thousands of those around and for sale in all kinds of stores. But yeah, it's a failure. It's a complete dangerous mess up, and I really hope nobody get hurt about such a garbage dangerous product. That much about the Gerber machete that is for really not hard use.